Hello and thank you for joining us on the Thursday edition of Journalist Hangout, reaching you from our new studios here at Eco Atlantic City, Victoria Island, Lagos. I'm Benga Oreshegun. Today on the program, UAE president to visit Nigeria as bilateral ties get stronger. Federal government replies Emir Sanusi says his support for President Tinubu's policies not needed. And later on the show, as Nigeria marks Armed Forces Remembrance Day, widows of fallen heroes say they are struggling to survive. I'll be hanging out with Dr. Oladipo and Kaidi Ladende. Journalist Hangout starts right now. Now let's begin the conversation. Shared perspective of business models is hinged on smooth bilateral relationships between two countries. In this regard, President Bola Tinubu's resolve to market Nigeria to attract foreign investment is paying off. The President of the United Arab Emirates UAE, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, is scheduled to visit Nigeria, marking a significant milestone in the strengthening of bilateral relations between the two countries. Collaborative initiatives in sectors such as technology, finance, and agriculture are expected to drive conversations between both countries with the aim of diversifying their economies and reducing reliance on oil revenues. All right, let's, Kaidi, bilateral relations, with UAE getting stronger. The UAE president also coming to Nigeria. What do we as a country benefit from this visit and also the relationship with UAE?
Yeah, I think for, a lot of Nigerians will say, or some people will say Dubai, forgetting that Dubai is just part of the UAE. So, and that's very significant. Significant in the sense that when people are quick to criticize how slow, how snailish our economy has been, we're quick to mention United Arab Emirates because this was a country that cannot be at par with Nigeria some 4 or 5 decades ago. So for them to come and become the attraction for many people in both in the Middle East and different parts of the world, we cannot look away any longer. There is so much to learn from them. This is a country that prioritizes, tourism. When you go to Dubai and when you go to Abu Dhabi, more like an oil area. And that's to let you know that as a country, we have different things that can be a revenue point for us. So for me, I think there's a lot to learn. There's a lot to pick from them. That, excuse me, if United Arab Emirates had focused on Abu Dhabi, the Dubais of this world will not be making the kind of money they're making in tourism. And Nigeria has a lot. Is it the tourism you want to talk about in different parts of this country? In fact, there is no particular geopolitical zone that you can't make so much from tourism.
Even saw what happened 30 December.
Exactly. And shockingly, before Dr. steps in, when you look at some of the things we pay money for, I remember my first trip to UK, which was on vacation, and I was looking at it that they said, okay, this was the Queen's place, this was where so this. And these are things that we pass by on Lagos Highland several times that we never bothered to even turn to a tourist center. They'll tell you this particular street where this shop has been built used to be this, and we are paying money to hear these stories. And we have richer stories, we have richer issues that we can actually milk here in Nigeria. So for me, it will not just be a talk, it will not just be a promise. Let's see the implementation of these exchange of ideas, exchange of, real bilateral ties that will really, be a revenue spinner for us.
All right, Doctor, is it safe to say that the president's reforms is yielding fruits in the area of attracting foreign investment? Is it safe to say that?
Very much so. Because if it's not, if you don't have anything to bring to the table, nobody is going to welcome you. It's because you have something you are bringing to the table. That's why they are paying attention to you. So that's why, beyond mere talk, you also need to put things in place to show people that you are serious. You mean business. As I said, when you look at what makes up UAE, in fact, Dubai has no tourism, low tourism potential or capacity compared to Abu Dhabi. When you go to Abu Dhabi and you decide to spend a week, the attractions there will occupy you. There are 4 major things that you can see in Abu Dhabi. I want to show that we don't promote them. Let them come and advertise here.
Come to Nigeria.
But the first time I went there were only 2. The next time we went, they added a 3rd. And the last time I went, it was already 4. No, the last 2 times. Those places, if you are not careful, or if they allow you to stay, you'll spend 72 hours there without knowing, in any of those 4 attractions. Because it's like, they also, just like the studio here, if you don't step out, you won't know it's dark. That's the way they build those places. And like I said, we have those things that we can use instead of oil. And what we just need to do is to show people that we are serious, that we mean business.
What are those things we need to put on ground to say that, we actually mean business?
Those things we need to put on ground. Security.
Okay.
Easy access to the country, which the Minister of Tourism is doing. I mean, Minister of Interior.
Okay, Interior, okay.
Is doing.
Including our visa too.
Okay, yes, yes.
It's part of it,
It's part of it.
And then you have aviation too. Airports are getting better. Because I don't want to come to your airport and I'm sweating. I spend 10 hours there. When we go to these countries, we see how it happens. In UAE, it's 24/7. Anytime you arrive, they check you in. And
even there are some airports where you have internet facilities, free Wi-Fi, all of those things. Exactly. But
so we need to keep improving on these things, so that the political will that we are putting into it doesn't go into nothing, unless we get it right from the point of the fact that we are focused seriously on developing what we have. We will not be able to get the UAEs of this world to do business with us. We won't. So we need to get it right. This is the political will to do this. The last time I was there, we spoke about the issue of the passport. Who knew that today anybody can get his or international passport in 1 month without knowing anybody? It's happening now.
And also, if you also look at some of our tourist attractions, tourist sites, are we even taking care of them? The last time I visited Olumon Rock, there used to be an elevator there, but it's no longer working. There are so many things, the Secret to Shungbo, all of those things. I think we need to take tourism really, really important. I think what this relationship.
I think what the tour has done is to even give us the bigger picture. But right now, what's our level of packaging? Because what I was trying to say
packaging,
is
okay.
The difference in what they were showing us about the English history and what we have in Freedom Park was packaging. Do you understand?
That's the way it is.
And you just package it, and I'm like, is this what I paid money for? I'm talking of serious money, and you are seeing the VAT being removed. You are seeing your money going just like that. The hotels are busy.
All right, then.
Every now and then.
All right, gentlemen, we have a breaking news right now that we heard that the Nigerian Governors Forum